This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. Drinking coffee, so the more awake I am, maybe the fewer punts I'll have, you know? That's the goal. That is my goal. Yeah, I would guess we'll get enough gold at some point during today's stream to enter a draft with it. It's always good. Thank you for the bits, Twilight Pony. Uh-oh. Thunder. Probably should have checked the weather. If I could start with any card pack, one pick one, I think it would be Ugin probably, because he's absurdly powerful and there's a 100% chance you play him. Interestingly, my chat on my chat on OBS Streamlabs is not updating, but I can see that you guys are chatting elsewhere. Might have to actually open up the stream. Yep, guess I'll do that real quick. Kind of doesn't look like the chat room's updating on Twitch either, and maybe that's the problem. Strange. Well, weird. So, I may not be able to interact with chat as much as usual today. Oh, I see. You guys can see that I put test. Maybe. Never had this happen before. Okay, it is going through. Okay, so now it's working. Now it's working. It was just super, super weird about it. All right. Once after I sent test anyway, it started working. All right. Now that we have that out of the way, before we get started, I want to remind everyone, before we start this War of the Spark rank draft, which means best of one, that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can click on their logo in the below on Twitch, and it'll take you to their website, and they'll know I sent you. Same thing on YouTube, except you can click on the link in the description below. All right. Now, let's jump into this draft. No Ugin. Well, this is an interesting one. In a format with a lot of power, this pack isn't all that powerful. I need to launch Deckmaster. Incidentally. You know, Narset's Reversal can be good. You can use it on your own spell to sort of pay 2 extra to get a copy of it. You can use it on your opponent's spell to get some tempo, you know, to slow down, you know, like sort of like a remand effect. But I think it's still too situational, that I definitely would rather take some other things in this first pack. Like, I think it's between Tybalt, Gleaming Overseer, and Spellgorger Weird. I think those are the best cards in this pack. And I think they're all better than Narset's Reversal. So, I do love the spell deck. But yeah, Gleaming Overseer, there's less of a chance we play it, but it does have a higher upside. So yeah, the mono red cards are both good. They're probably not as good as the Overseer, but the Overseer, the fact that it's gold does matter. But it's not like either of these is crazy powerful, so I think maybe I do take the Overseer. Yeah, let's do it. See what happens. Okay. Well, here I think we take Death Sprout. It's an incredibly good card. I think Black-Green might just be the best archetype in this format between the quality of the commons and uncommons, especially removal, and the ability to fix. And this is an example of both of those things. It's removal that fixes and ramps. And that's great. Probably could, I mean, it could mean we don't play Gleaming Overseer, but I think that's okay. Death Sprout's really, really strong. And that makes it worth it to me. Okay. Here, I think we should still just be taking what the best card is this early, even though we've taken 2 gold cards. And I think Larun, Enforcer, and Wanderer's Strike are really, really good. I think they're better than everything else in this pack by a wide enough margin that I'm going to go ahead and take the Enforcer. Okay, so Ob Nixilis, the Hate Twisted, is a nice little win condition in a lot of decks. He's removal in a pinch. He can draw you cards in a pinch. I like all of those things. Trusted Pegasus is pretty nice in a more aggressive deck. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with Ob Nixilis. Well, Divine Arrow is probably the best card here. And I'm considering going in that direction. Not Rescuer Sphinx, just because Death Sprout is so much better than the Rescuer Sphinx. Tempting to take a white card here, because the black cards, the green cards, and the blue cards, there's fine ones in here. I mean, Spellkeeper Weird especially can be quite nice. Being able to buy back some of the spells in this format's great. But Divine Arrow, also pretty good. But maybe the Weird is enough, close enough. Yeah, I'll take a Weird. I like that they block well early, and I like that the later the game goes, the more value they can gain. I think we probably want a Radic Visionary here. Yeah. So, Teferi's Time Twist does some interesting things already with their deck. I guess mostly Gleaming Overseer. The other blue cards in this pack aren't so good. This is an okay white card, but certainly not a reason to not take a blue card that is more likely to see play in our deck. So I think I'll take the Time Twist, see where we're taking. All right, I think we take another Spellkeeper Weird here pretty happily. I think here we want a Relentless Advance. It looks to me like we're going to be blue-black. Take an Iron Bully here. We could even still be red-blue, though, I guess, and that wouldn't be crazy. But in Grim Initiate's nice for that deck, although it's probably better in red-black. I think I'll still take the Bully. Okay, so Bouncing Links would be more likely to make our deck if we were going to be in white. Should we speculate on a Charmed Stray? We already have one Time Twist after all. Yeah, we can take another one here. Ooh, Eternal Skylord. There it is. I think it's actually better than Bleeding Edge. I do think it's close. I would love both of those cards. But Eternal Skylord, especially when we already have one of the other sort of Amass Lords, gets to be better and better. Bleeding Edge, Lazotep Reaver are the other cards I could see taking. Deliver Unto Evil even. I'll be happy if like Erratic Visionary wheels. Yeah, but we'll take the Skylord. It's a really good card. Very strong. So Kiora, Behemoth Beckoner right now isn't particularly good with our deck. So I don't think I really want her. I think I'd rather just take a Lazotep Reaver here. Yeah. Aven Eternal. I think that's better than Finisher, Man, Operative, Fugue, or No Escape. So yeah, we'll take Aven Eternal. Ooh, Callous Dismissal. Yep, that's what we take here. Blue is very open. Black less so, but yeah. Blue being this open is good. Okay, so here, I don't really like Crush Descent. You know, it's hard to like hard counter, things that aren't hard counters. Aid the Fallen could end up being good enough, but I think for now we just take an Opportunist. Okay, another Callous Dismissal for sure. That card has proven to be really, really good, especially, I mean, in large part, thanks to the fact that, I don't even remember what I was saying now. I'm sorry. Coffee. Yeah, I still can't remember. We want the Transmutation here is the point. I think I like Totally Lost more. Okay, so Wall of Runes. Kind of hope we don't play it, but you know. So Kaya's Ghost form, I do think, is increasingly playable the more Gleaming Overseer, Aven Eternal, these kind of creatures we have. I don't love it, but it's more likely to get into our deck than Banehound. So, yeah, here we'll take a Operative. Here we'll take a Banehound. Heartwarming Redemption. Spark Double. That's a pretty easy pick. Yeah, I mean, this pack's pretty strong. I would love a Tamio's Epiphany. I would love an Ugin's Conjurant. I guess that's really it, but Spark Double is better than both of them. The fact that it's always going to be your best creature, it gets even better when you have Into the Battlefield abilities. So, yeah. Oh, God. Why? Why, Tolsimir? Why now? I wouldn't mind a Dam Breaker, but I think Tyrant's Scorn is good enough that we just take it. I mean, between being a bounce spell for any creature and a removal spell for smaller creatures, it's a pretty great card. I don't think we're an Ashiok deck. I think you take Ashiok in a world where your deck is super, super controlling, and I don't really think ours is. So, yeah. But what else am I going to take here? This is actually some decent sideboard tech. I mean, I've played against enough people who have wacky graveyard things going on that I wouldn't mind having it. And I think it's better than a second Kaya's Ghost form or a Banehound. And I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to be splashing anything. We could think about splashing Death Sprout because it's not like we're loaded up on removal. But, yeah. I think I'd rather take Ashiok here. Oh. there's no sideboards in best of one, of course. So that was nonsense. But anyway, I don't think we would have played anything. We could consider playing Ashiok still. So Ugin's Conjurant, Thunderdrake, Duskmantle, Operative. I think the Conjurant is a wide margin better than Thunderdrake. I've just been pretty impressed with it. So yeah, I think it is what's the word I'm looking for? A polarizing card. I think some people think it's like the best. I think LRcast said something along the lines of that it's better than all the commons. I'm not quite there, but I do like it more than most people. It's more than most people used to. So Herald of the Dreadhorde is what we are going to take here. We don't have any big crazy bombs, and that's always kind of a concern in this format, but what can we do about it, you know? Here we'll take a Dam Breaker. Hello, TPO3. And here we'll take a Tidebearer Giant. I like both these guys at the top of my curve late. Tidebearer, Tidebreaker. Look at all these Kai's Ghost forms we can get. How exciting. Okay. So I think our deck looks pretty solid. I don't think we want the Ghost form. Yeah, the one thing I'm concerned about is not having a big evasive win condition. I mean, I guess our armies are one of our main win conditions. But this deck, yeah, if you don't get huge power in this format, it can be a little bit concerning. So I think we go down to one time twist. Hello, Brohan88. And we certainly don't have huge power here, but I mean the deck looks solid to me. Spellkeeper weird. Yeah, the one we don't have a lot of removal other than Tyrant Scorn, but I think being able to get back Callous Dismissal. Well, maybe we don't have enough spells to warrant playing Spellkeeper weird. Because all we can get back is Dismissals, Time Twist, Tyrant Scorn, and Relentless Advance, and Totally Lost. So I mainly want to run one of them. Running one sounds kind of appealing. And then... But then what do I put in? Ashiok? I, kind of want to try Ashiok. And when we don't have a win condition, a clear win condition, maybe we do want Ashiok. The problem with Ashiok is, without multiples, milling your opponent out isn't going to be that easy. So I don't think I can get behind that plan. I think the Weird's still going to be better than Wall of Runes or Teferi's Time Twist number 2. So, yeah. I think this will be our deck. Why does it want me to run 9 islands and 8 swamps? I guess I have more blue cards early. Okay. I'll accept that. Okay, this works for me. Of course, Time Twist is a non-bow with Relentless Advance and Ugin's Conjurant, but, not a complete non-bow. I mean, I can save them and then get a 1/1 or whatever. But, yeah, not really what we want to be doing. I don't think we play it as a 2-drop. I think playing it as a 3, if we don't draw something, is probably good. Yeah. Yeah, so I think here we play our Conjurant. I mean, I think that works for me. Yep. Then I think we Relentless Advance. Morning, Jay Dorfer. Ugh. Not drawing a land there was pretty brutal, because if I had, I could have just bounced the Bioessence Hydra. As it is, it's probably about to get huge. Of course, we can still bounce him after he's gotten huge. Okay. I think it's better to bounce. The Angel does cost more mana, doesn't she? But if I bounce the Hydra, I can still attack. Yeah, so let's bounce the Angel, actually. And then attack with this. Alright. So if we can bounce that Angel 3 times and just keep attacking, I think we're going to be in good shape. We do need to draw another land to make that happen, but... Oh, man. That's annoying. Okay, I mean, I guess we still can attack on the ground with the 4/4. Yeah, I don't hate that plan. Mana problems, man. Oh, I could have gotten back. Maybe that's something to do next turn. Get back, Callous Dismissal, cast it, keep attacking. Yeah, if I'd done that this turn, that would have been pretty nice. So, take 4 here, they go back up to 12. Oh, God. It's not cool. Well, there's a 5th land. I guess we're just going to end our turn now. Alright, so we'll totally lost the Angel. These mana struggles have not been fun already. Yeah, I mean, I can get back Callous Dismissal, bounce the Hydra, but it doesn't really seem worth it. I think getting it back at the end of their turn is better. I think we have 9 black sources. Alright, so let's sacrifice one of these, grab that Callous Dismissal. Yeah, I've had bad luck lately. The last week or so hasn't gone super well. But what are you going to do? You know... was thinking about sacking the weird and doing it again, but it doesn't really seem worth it. Yeah. 'Tis the nature of the game, indeed. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, it's also a bomb-dependent format, but, like, our opponent didn't really play a bomb. We just, you know, had huge mana issues that made it hard for us to keep up. All right, I do think this is another keeper. GPO, I don't know. It seems like I do better in traditional draft. On it, like my win percentage is probably like 7 or 8% higher in traditional, but going up in rank is nice. So I think it. I mean, it's cool that Dominaria is coming back. It's a great format, but the fact that War of the Spark won't still be ranked is frustrating to me. Like, why isn't it just always ranked? You know, seems like that's the smart thing to do, but it's not what they want to do for some reason. Okay. Wow, interesting. Interplanar Beacon. Does that mean our opponent's splashing like 3 planeswalkers? That's usually what I feel like you gotta be doing for it to be worth it. Hey, I like drawing a 2-drop when I don't already have one. There's a good chance that they're holding up no escape. So, I mean, I think we just got to get it out of their hand anyway, and I'd rather they counter, like, my Iron Bully than anything else. And if it just resolves, that's great. Yeah, I'm actually going to put the counter here. Menace is usually pretty strong when your opponent doesn't have a creature yet. Well, all of our bounce should be pretty good against that, I would think. You can't be blocked. Our weird can block it in the meantime. Maybe it can't. Got our 2 big 6-drops. It's always nice. I think in War of the Spark, to do 3 colors consistently, you have to be green, because there's just not good fixing anywhere else. Of course, they have their bounce spell, right? Where are ours? So we're gonna have to chump here. I think it's definitely worth it to do. That's pretty gross. Well. The globes are some pretty bad fixing, Dolce. I mean, you can play, I'm sure, if you need to fix something desperately, but I don't think I want to go out of my way to do it most of the time. I guess we're going to play a big boy. And I'll attack with this. Kind of have to hope they don't have a removal spell of some kind. We drew like all our bounce spells last game. They would be real useful right now. We have 5 or 6 of them. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to double block the Hulk. And go to 6. Okay. I'm gonna do this and this, and I think I'm gonna attack them again with our bully. We can use Opportunist's ability now, so that's nice. I think the plan is to triple block the worm and single block this. The reason I'm letting the army stay alive is because of all of our bounce spells. It's going to be easier to deal with. So I could just chump block here. But yeah, I won't have lethal exactly, so probably not worth it. I mean, I am going to chump some. But I think I also want to kill the worm. Like, I think we want to go like this, and then triple block the worm. Yeah. Hope that there's no trick. The trick blows us out hardcore, obviously, so. Back-to-back Hydras, huh? Well, I think we attack. This bully has done some work, right? We're having to go pretty risky routes, but I don't think we really have a choice. So if they play a Planeswalker here, we're dead, basically. Okay. We can actually... Oh, man. Yeah, we have to block them both, unfortunately. Can't kill either of them, we just have to block both of them. Which doesn't do us a whole lot of good. Oh, and we should probably do it this way. Yeah. Well, I think that means we lose. Pretty close. It doesn't actually. We can play 2 creatures and that will keep us alive, so... Iron Bully might actually get us the win next turn if our opponent doesn't have anything tricky. I think we still have a small chance of winning. Oh, and then... Because we can just block each of them, survive, and then attack again with Iron Bully. Which is kind of hilarious. Iron Bully has done... Has Iron Bully done all the damage in this game? I feel like Iron Bully has done all the damage in this game. Okay, so we gotta do the same thing we've been doing. He's attacking with both. I mean, if they can kill Iron Bully, it doesn't really matter. Or do that. Oh, never mind. That won't be enough. Wow. That was a weird game. We just kept having just enough to survive and attack back with Iron Bully. Yeah, we didn't even get any of our bounce spells against that army. I don't know why he attacked. But it works for me. Ooh, this is good. Thank you for the follow, Matt Cole, 1998. There's their menace creature. Uh-oh. Being able to make a creature every turn that you can feed to Dreadmalkin is a little scary. Spark Double with Gleaming Overseer isn't the worst plan I've ever heard. Interesting. Alright, so I could play Spark Double for another Gleaming Overseer. Once I have 2 Overseers, my armies are not going to be easy to deal with. That's for sure. I think that's what I'm leaning towards doing here. My army can become larger. Yeah, so I think we go Spark Double. Gleaming Overseer. And we end our turn. So Ob Nixilis plus their own Dreadhorde Invasion is going to do some considerable work for us. Well, that's annoying. So much for considerable work, I guess. Alright, so I think we play Ob here. And yeah, we'll end our turn. Thank you for the follow, Ginger Kid. That's not good. Okay, balls. Now they have lifelink too. We want to keep Ob alive. I think we need to use him to kill that token. Sadly. Yeah. I think that gives us time to play Tithe Bearer Giant now. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to transmute the Druid at some point. And Maz, thanks for the resub. Knowledge is not without. Well, thank you for... Not good. Not looking good, guys. I mean, we do have a bounce spell. There's always that. So I think we're going to put Transmutation on Evolution Sage before things get any crazier. They can always sacrifice it to Dreadmalkin, but I think that's okay. Then... yeah, we'll Relentless Advance. And yeah, I don't think we kill anything.
Suffer the dreams of the damned.
Not good. Really not good. Why is our opponent's deck so ridiculous?
You only fuel my hatred.
That Eternal Skylord would have been really good. But what are you going to do? Interesting. So if I get this token out of the way, my attacks are actually pretty appealing. Yeah, I think green is the best color too, Anmaz. So, return target creature. Even the 2/5 is a decent attacker here, honestly. Maybe that's a little bit too much of a risk, actually. Yeah. Alright, we do thin out their board a considerable amount. Don't hate that. But we're now in top deck mode, though Erratic Visionary will help with that a little.
I am your inner demon.
Yeah, I mean, because they've proliferated as much as they have, there's actually a decent chance that they can kill me with Ashiok here, which would be my first time in this format getting killed by Ashiok.
I will return. I leave history with epic victory.
Ah. I think we bounce the coin again. I mean, the token. The reason I don't want to bounce the Vizier is that it will just come back. They do have to recast it, but... so yeah, we'll bounce the token again, I think. Actually, is it better to bounce Dread Malkin at this point? Nah, we'll bounce the token. So they can sacrifice 2 things to make this big enough to kill my Tithe Bear Giant or trade with this, but I think we're kind of okay with that. Less okay. Yeah, Gleaming Overseer is not worth attacking with right now. Alright, so they're going to take 6. Dread Malkin's going to have a meal. Yeah, I mean, we're on the verge of dying to mill. So, I mean, I guess I could attack Ashiok if I'm actually that concerned. The death touch thing is now a problem, obviously. Yeah, let's send both of these at Ashiok. So that we at least have... If we can wait for them to die, we'll be in good shape, basically. I could send Gleaming Overseer at Ashiok, too. That doesn't seem like a terrible plan, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Sucks, but I think that's what we have to do. They have to double block that. Yeah, so they're going to let Ashiok die.
This is difficult to digest.
Should we loot? Yeah, might as well. It's not like we can block this guy. Plus it lets us... Now that we got rid of Ashiok, we can loot without being worried we're going to kill ourselves. Mostly. Okay. So, yeah, they can block and sacrifice. I guess it's probably not worth it. Trying to get through for damage might be, but... Ugin's Conjuring's pretty awesome right here, and I think for that reason we actually want to play a land. The Death Touch won't matter for our Conjurant. They have 5 life, we have 5 cards in our library. Yeah, it's not good. Oh, neither is our Spellkeeper weird right now. They're not going to kill themselves now, though, because of Vampire Opportunist. They won't die. They can gain life slowly. Okay, so that drops them to 5. Should we just loot again? I can't get back Scorn. It's been exiled now. If I, you know, freaking Ashiok ruined our lives for us. So the question is whether I'd rather loot or just play another creature at this point. I think looting's going to be better. Yep, that works for me. Man. That Vampire Opportunist is a son of a bee sting. Okay. Makes things a little interesting. I don't think I should loot now. But we may be left with no other option but to loot. But I guess we can hold off until then. Yeah, I think the mill is going to kill us before we can kill them. Now it definitely will.
This will be child's play.
Well, maybe not. They don't have the mana to gain life this time. So we may as well loot. We may as well loot. Because we're not going to be able to get through for damage here. We got to find something. So drawing our last 2 cards, I think, makes sense. Has, like, Totally Lost been milled? Yeah, I mean, I think most of our stuff has been milled, but... yeah, there's that. And another land. Yeah. Man, that's annoying. Might as well attack. Just in case they make a mistake. But... yeah. I guess maybe I shouldn't have looted. Because I'd still have 1 card left in this situation. They'd be able to gain enough life, though, that it wouldn't matter. Yeah. We'd still have drawn ourselves out before then. That Vampire Opportunist, man. Showed up at the right time for them. Yeah, if we hadn't looted, we'd have another turn, and they would have had only 1 creature, but they could have just used its ability and blocked once, and that would have been enough for us not to be able to do lethal. Oh, this looks good. I probably should have counted the lands in exile. It would have been the safer thing to do. But if we rethink the situation we were in, we would have died either way. So, yeah. They just needed to use that ability once and block with it once, and they would have had the time to do it. Player Opportunist first. Well, no, I don't think Emergent Zone's very good. I think there's a reason it's always left in packs. Let's play her weird here. Yeah, the fact that they had exiled their graveyard too with Ashiok was a huge deal in that last game. Because our weird could have gotten back a bounce spell that could have gotten us to the win, but we had nothing in our graveyard. Yeah, I think going for Ashiok sooner. Hindsight's always 20/20, but yeah, it does seem like that would have been effective. Alright, so I think we play our Conjurant now. We can kill the wolf if we want to. They put the counter on the wolf, that does make it pretty appealing to kill him. Yeah, especially because it lets me attack here. So let us kill the wolf. And... and now we can start looting. What do you mean a double of the hand? Well, I think we attack with a Conjurant and trade it for Ward Scale Crocodile without being too upset about it. Yep. All right, so... Oh, it's the overlay thing that shows you exactly what the cards say without me having to show them to you. I think that's what you're talking about. So we can always get back Tyrant Scorn now, which is cool. I think I'm going to loot at the end of their turn. Like, Teferi's Time Twist isn't doing much for us right now. Transmutation does do some things. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. I wouldn't mind a big boy. So, yeah, let's get rid of that Time Twist. Ooh, Ob Nixilis is pretty good here just because we are in, like, at parity and he can just start messing them up. They could have no escape. Yeah, they do. But that's okay. And yeah, we're not going to attack. Yeah, the 2-3 versus 3-2 debate depends on the deck and it depends on the format. So there's not really a universal answer. Man, those counters are going to be a problem. They are out of gas now, though, so I don't hate that. Alright, so we're going to play our Dam Breaker. It's just going to be a big guy, but I think we're okay with that. Submit 0.
We'll do this together.
Hello, Fjorda Sasha. Oh, God. Why'd they have to draw a Bloom Hulk there? Jeez. It's not cool. So, I think we're just going to end our turn here. Glad you got to catch this stream. Fyodor Sasha. Yeah.
Be your best self.
He's big now. So, I think using my Weird's ability here is probably worth it. Yeah. Oh, it's not actually end of turn yet, though. Alright, now it is. So yeah, get back. You know, Time Twist isn't bad here, but I think Scorn's still better. And then... yeah, I have to decide if I want what I want to bounce or destroy here. I think making the Bloom Hulk a 2/2 is attractive. I think killing the Death Toucher is a good idea. Okay. play another big guy. So we can sort of seek to just win the game using this ability, potentially. If we can lock down the board and just start Vampire Opportunisting. Does every card they draw have to have Proliferate? You know what I mean? Doesn't seem fair.
Teamwork is strength.
Ooh, this is unblockable on this board, huh? And we'll hold on to that land, actually. And then, yeah, probably... Let's see, 3, 5, 6. Let's make the Bloom Hulk smaller. Well, then it won't be unblockable, actually. Non-bow. So I think we're actually just going to end our turn. Well, it's not unblockable now anyway, huh? Yeah, alright. We'll use the transmutation now. To make him a 3/3, which works for me, I think. Certainly makes him less of a problem. Then we can loot at the end of their turn. What is the deal with their draws right now? How do you get to draw like this? Just like, oh, I'm in top deck mode. Every card I draw is Proliferate. How's it going? You know what I mean? It's a little frustrating.
Share in my strength.
Well, let's double block with our big guys. See what happens there. Ooh, that's nice. So is that. Maybe that's even nicer. So I think we can actually take down Jiang Yangu here. Though we need some help to do it, I guess. This is the only thing, though, that can block. I really don't want to bounce it as the thing, but it's the only thing that can block my operative. Okay. We'll just attack. Had enough of his counters and enough Proliferate. Oh god, why am I so stupid? Because I am. Yeah, that was just a dumb move altogether. Okay. Well, that's alright. We'll survive. Our Duskmantle operative will not, but we will. Okay, well... Crap. I don't really like the idea of bouncing either of them, but I think we should. Oh, I do like the idea. I do like the idea of bouncing the Snare Spinner, actually. Don't tell me you have Lazotep plating. Please don't tell me you have Lazotep plating. Oh, thank God. Yep.
Help you through this.
Now it's getting to the point where Callous dismissaling the Hulk is worth it. Gosh, I think I'm just going to take 8. Yep. Okay, so we've got the 7 mana available for that. Alright, yeah, I mean, I think bouncing Bloom Hulk here is a good idea. These all have Proliferate, but at least this costs more, right? So, and it'll come back as a 4/4. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. I'm just going to attack with my Tithe Bearer Giant here. Yeah, and then we will Callous Dismissal Bloom Hulk, which gives them the chance to proliferate again, but like I said, I think I'm okay with that. And now we can loot. Yeah, that trading might have been worth it. We will be looting at the end of their turn, I think. We have a lot of cards that could stabilize us, I think. Eternal Skylord will probably be pretty good. Ooh, the Weird's not bad. Blocks well, and then we can get back one of our powerful spells. Alright, another Callous Dismissal. I don't really want to dismiss anything right now. I think we hold on to it, and yeah, end our turn. So yeah, Eternal Skylord would be nice. I mean, they do have a Snare Spinner, but they just got past every card that says Proliferate. That's what it feels like. It's like, oh, okay, I'll proliferate. Okay, so I think... Do I just want to double block this thing? I don't think that seems worth it. I think I'm just going to chump block it. Okay, 4/7, so... Well, I think we bounced the Pollen Bright Druid. Now. Yeah. We also have our Weird ready to go. And he can grab... Yeah, probably another Callous Dismissal, but yeah, so I think... Then we end our turn. Our deck's pretty good at stalling. The thing it's missing is a good win condition. Obnixilis is somewhere in our deck, but it might be too late for that. Ooh. A flyer is not good news, especially a repeatable. How many cards in this deck say proliferate or deal with counters? Does it not feel like it's all of them? It's crazy. Their deck is so good. They have the mana right now to proliferate, so we have to keep that in mind. Jeez. Outrageous. Yeah. I think we're probably headed to death. Yeah, if they had Karn's Bastion on top of all this, that'd be hilarious. Okay. So one of you is just going to chump block. And I think that's going to be you. And then I think we'll go ahead. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second here. Wait a second. They can proliferate. Oh, no, they can't anymore. Okay, good. They can't proliferate. All right. So back to our plan here. Chump block. Double block. So basically, I think we need to get back Tyrant Scorn to kill Merfolk's Skydiver. I think that's our chance here. Yeah. Then I can probably also loot before combat damage. I might as well. Nice. There's a flyer. So, yeah, I mean, the repeatable proliferate's more of a problem than anything else is, so, yeah. So I think we need to kill this. Don't tell me you have Lazotep plating on top of everything else you've done to me this game. Okay, it's not Lazotep plating. I guess I'll take it. It's funny that we're about to play a flyer, though, after they did that. Alright, so, yeah, we will end our turn. Can't you ever just draw a land? Like... 2-4. Yeah, I mean, we just have to block with everything. Yep, I will be looting, don't worry. They can kill 3 of my creatures here. Okay, getting a couple creatures here actually kind of works out okay. Oh, except we don't get a couple. Okay. But it still kind of works out for us. Hey, now things are getting interesting. We need to get our Eternal Skylord. It's in our deck still. We have 9 cards left. I believe in us. Okay. Yeah, that Primordial Worm is kind of a problem. I think that may mean we're done. Gets us pretty close to being done. I think I'm just gonna chump block. We need to hold on to this 6/6 if we can. No, our opponent never bricks. Yeah, okay. Well, there's another brick, potentially. We also get to add another creature to the board. We're gonna mill ourselves out again, probably, before we hit our Skylord. We've also drawn a lot more cards than him in his defense, but we've also discarded about 1,000,000 lands. Hey! Unfortunately, they have blockers in the form of Snare Spinner. Okay. Well, someone can't fly anymore. Is Ob Nixilis still somewhere in our deck, too? Because that's frustrating. Yeah, he is. Ob Nixilis and Eternal Skylord are just like... Oh my god. Nope, we didn't get Ashioked. We just drew 1,000,000 cards in this game. We did get Ashioked in our last game. Ugh. Okay. We're dead on the backswing. Pretty close to it, anyway. It has Menace, though, so they do have to block it with 2 things. We're not dead on the backswing. I'm so mad that Ob Nixilis is one of our 2 remaining cards. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Okay. Ooh. Huh. Spark Double and Ob Nixilis are our last 2 cards. That's rough. Like, both of them could have had a huge impact on this game. Instead... Well, we still actually have a potential chance next turn if we draw Ob Nixilis. And we will, because he's all that's left in our deck. Unless he got exiled. Oh, he got exiled. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So we're dead. I forgot he got no escaped early on in this one. And that's game. That was a hard fought. That was a hard fought 1 in 3. Like every one of the games we were in, but couldn't quite finish them off. Not having the bombs didn't help.